dicking around makes no sense.
Yeah, he's the reason why everybody dies. And then to top it off, he kills Kramer. Like, why? Like, if you kill him, something bad's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he has another kid to worry about, but he shows he doesn't care about this other kid.
Yeah, and she's been captured too. Stupid fuck.
And it seems like he doesn't care about his wife now. He knows they're married. You know what I'm saying? He cares about his son, which is fine. I understand. Well, I mean, I don't have a son, but if I did, I understand. But he has a family. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I guess what I'm trying to say is we agree once again. 2.5.
I give it a high 2.5, but I couldn't go 3. I thought 3 all day, and I was like, man, this is not worthy of a 3. It's just because of this asshole. Like, seriously, I mean, I don't get it, man. I don't get how they cast this dude, let him play the part, and they were thinking, well, okay, Vic, we will see him again in future editions, but I will tell you this much: he will not play another large part at all. So I think the future editions knew that they fucked up. I really do.
That was good. That's good.
Yeah, we won't have to deal with him in this type of amount of time again. So, I won't spoil anything for you. I'll let you watch it, but I'll just tell you we don't get a whole lot of him like in this one. So thank God for that. And this is why this one has always been my least favorite. It blows my mind that David likes it so much, because I really, to this day, I still think it's the worst one. But I've heard a lot of people like this, so I don't get it.
Yeah,
I mean, it has some cool kills, I guess, but even then, there's a couple of letdowns with that.
My brother said it was the best sequel to the series. I don't know.
He's crazy. I don't get it. I mean, Jigsaw and Amanda are cool. I'll leave it at that. I'm saying I'm excited for you to see Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, Saw 7.
I'm excited to see all of them, including the new one when it comes out. I'm excited for it all, man.
What's important, though, is that we still have a future to it after Saw 3. They could have killed it dead right there. I mean, Amanda and Jigsaw die. What the fuck now? Well, we'll find out in Saw 4. So
I'm excited because now at this point, well, I guess actually going into today is all new movies for me. So I'm excited to see where the series goes from there and see what happens, man. And I need. Well,
I'm sorry you had to sit through this one. This is one of those movies that you watch because it's part of the series, but you would never just sit down and watch this one by itself. I could sit down and watch Saw by itself. I could sit down and watch Saw 2 by itself, but I wouldn't sit down and watch Saw 3 by itself.
And now I kind of understand. There's parts of me that understands why I didn't watch any more after this, because even though if I would have stayed away and saw all the gore in this one, I probably would have kept going. But I never went back to rewatch this one. So, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't matter to me.
Yep. All right, Vic, so I'm going to get into what we've been watching a little bit. Since it is October, I'll go ahead and start off with Jeepers Creepers. I haven't watched Jeepers Creepers in a while, so I went back and watched it, gave it 3.5 out of 4 machetes. I still love Jeepers Creepers, but the fact that it kind of loses steam in the middle is what knocked it down half a machete for me. But to me, the parts on the road and a little bit after that and the very end are so good that it gets up to 3.5. I love the Jeepers Creepers storyline, and I don't really give a damn that the director's a pedophile. He served his time, whether it was wrong or not. The amount of time he got, I mean. But it's not for me to judge. I just want to watch the fucking movie. Simple as that.
Yeah. I love Jeepers Creepers. I want to see part 3. I love 1 and 2, so.
And then I watched Trick or Treat. I don't even need to mention that. We all know how I felt about that. Okay. I watched Cult of Chucky, and I have to tell you, it was fucking great. I don't care what anybody says, because I thought it was fucking good. There's a lot of people that bitch about little things about that movie, and it's like, it wasn't really any different than any of the other ones before it. It had less comedy than Bride and Seed. and it was a little darker than Bride and Seed. So it's like it had the best of both worlds that everybody's always asking for. It was kind of dark like Curse of Chucky, but it still had some comedy. It was just weird, but Chucky's a weird character anyway. I'm not sure what you're asking for here. Jer liked it. I liked it a lot. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it 3 out of 4, just because I don't think I'd give any of the Child's Play movies 4 out of 4. I just don't love them that much, but it's still a really good one, and it fucks me up to see his daughter acting like him in that movie. There's a point in that movie that she acts like him, and the actress in the movie is Brad Dourif's daughter, and she's fucking uncanny. I also watched Little Evil on Netflix. It is a Netflix original, and it's got this dude from Parks and Rec on it. And he was also on Krampus, and it was actually pretty fun. It was like a comedic version of The Omen, and I liked it a lot too. So 3 out of 4 for that one. Worth watching, good comedy. And then Vic. This is the one that I just don't even know what to fucking think about it. It's called Creep, okay? It's a found footage movie, and the found footage part makes sense. I understand why they did it, how they did it, and all that bullshit, but I am so goddamn tired of found footage, Vic. Man, I thought it was fine for a few movies. I liked it, but you're wearing me out with it. Stop. Jesus Christ. You know, there can only be so many Blair Witches and Cloverfields before you get mostly stinkers. Now, as far as Creep goes, it had an interesting premise. This dude supposedly has cancer. He puts an ad on Craigslist, and pretty much he has this guy videotape him like a video journal for a day, and he acts weird half the day. And does weird shit, like gets naked and gets in the tub and tells him to go ahead and film it. It's fucking weird, but at the same time, it's like there's no blood, there are no titties, and I mean in the good way. And despite the fact that the story was weird and kind of unique in its way, I don't see myself watching it again. So 2 out of 4 for Creep. You guys can check it out if you want to. It's on Netflix, but I don't know, man. It was fucking weird. A lot of people really like this movie. I just don't see it. It's not for me. No. No. It was just weird. That's all I can say about it. Really weird. So, Phil Pott, what have you been watching? Anything, buddy? Porn? Torture porn?
I've been watching, yeah. I've been watching. I did watch Your Love. I know what you did last summer.
What the fuck are you watching that for? That seems like a summer movie.
Because I love it. Because it comes on
you
TV. Do. You know that. Speaking of that, though, I was at Dollar General today getting some stuff, and they had all 3. I know what you did last summer on one DVD for $4.
I wonder how bad part 3 is, because after part 2, I didn't watch it.
I don't remember the name of it, but I remember it sucked so bad, like way worse than part 2.
Yeah,
like, horrible.
Yeah, I figured it had to be. I mean, they didn't even have any of the fucking characters, did they? I mean, the main people.
No.
Part 2 was shit.
They didn't even try on part 2, so you can only imagine how much they did try on part 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, part 2 was straight trash, and part 3 was just some direct-to-DVD movie. Kind of like Urban Legends, Vic. The second Urban Legend movie, what a pile of shit. You see, what was funny is a lot of these first entries into movies that were trying to be like Scream weren't that bad. They weren't great, but they weren't that bad. But then they tried to do sequels to these movies, and they were absolute garbage.
Yeah, that's basically it, man. Because there's a lot of just movies coming out that should have just been one movie and done with it. And I mean, yeah.
It had to be stupid. I also watched Monster House just for the fuck of it, and it was great as always. It's a cartoon. I don't give a damn. I still watched it. I feel like I watched some other stuff too. But over the last few days, I've been kind of inactive as far as watching movies go, just because I've been busy. Like I said, I'm going to Florida tomorrow, so pretty excited about that. And let's see what Philpots are asking me about in Messenger. Oh, you're going to show me the fat kid from Trick or Treat and Bad Santa? It's accurate, too.
I got a kid tattooed on me.
Now, I don't know if you remember this, but Lunchables used to have pepperoni in them. They had Lunchables that had pepperoni. It was like thick sliced pepperoni. And then that just went away, and I felt like this kid. I was just depressed about the world. Because fuck you for taking away my pepperoni.
Because when I worked at Dollar General, I used to, I'd buy Lunchable or whatever for lunch sometimes, and I would have to, buy two just to try to, equal out the cheese and crackers. You know what I'm saying?
Sit there and eat slow. Yeah, the ham's nasty. The turkey's okay. And the rest of it, I don't even know. I wouldn't eat bologna. Fuck that.
Yeah, I like bologna, but not out of Lunchable.
Yep. So we got Saw 4 and 5 next week. I didn't get to watch Saw 2 and 3 the multiple times that I do when we have one movie viewings, but I did get to watch Saw 3 with commentary, and that was fun. But I watched Saw 2 multiple times, and Saw 2 is awesome. I'm telling you, it deserved every bit of the 4 we gave it. Maybe a low 4, whereas the first one's a high 4, but it's damn good, and it's one of the best sequels ever. I don't care what anybody says. And I can't believe that it dropped to 1.1. It should have still been in the 7s.
I agree, man. I agree with that 100%.
And Saw 3 didn't deserve to be in the 6s. It should have been in the 5s like some of the shitty sequels of Friday the 13th end up.
Like I said, a 5.5.
Yeah, Saw 3 is about like Friday the 13th Part 8. Yeah, Kane Hodder was cool in it, but the rest of it sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was goofy. So, like I said, going to Halloween Horror Nights tomorrow night. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow night. Maybe I can find some alcohol there and be intoxicated, and maybe Facebook Live something on our Facebook page. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go say hello to Sam, give him a little hug, and take him with me. I should see Jigsaw there, so that'll be nice. That's going to be one of the first. See, my order of things is Trick or Treat's a scare zone, so I don't have to wait in line for that. I'm going to do that. And my order now is I need to see The Shining, and then Saw, and then Ash vs. Evil Dead. And anything I do after that's a bonus.
Are you doing Saw first? Because I would do Saw first.
I'm going to do The Shining first.
Yeah, do you do that one first? Or is there some type of order?
Well, The Shining is my favorite of all of them, but then I'll do Saw.
Yeah. I just think Saw have a huge line.
It's going to be an hour either way. No matter what I'm doing, it's going to take me fucking forever. I wish I could go more than once, but it's fucking expensive. I mean, this shit's like twice as much as going to Disney. Well worth it, I'm sure. But,
Yeah. So you got to do as much as you can in as little time as possible, huh?
Yep, exactly. Move my ass. But I'm so excited about it. It should be fun. I've been wanting to do this for like 10 years since his name was Jason came out. So, because then they showed the Friday the 13th haunted house, which they don't have anymore, but still, fact still remains.
So what other haunts do they have outside of those three?
They have The Purge, but I think that might be a scare zone. I'm not sure. They have American Horror Story also.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah. And it's American Horror Story Roanoke, too, I think, which is the last season, and I've only watched one of those, and I wasn't that impressed with it, so.
Is that the one with no, hold on, that's not the one with H.H. Holmes, right? That was
Hell no, that's Hotel. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be all about Hotel, because you get a lot of tits in that, and plus then you have Gacy and all them. Hey, by the way, you want to hear something funny? Yeah. Yesterday I wore my Gacy necklace, and I forget what I was doing. Oh, yeah, I wore my Gacy necklace, and it was my daughter's birthday party. I was a fucking weirdo.
I was her.
I ain't right. Oh, no, not yesterday. What is today? Today's Tuesday. Fucking Christ. Yesterday was Monday. That's been my week. I wore it yesterday, and I don't even know what I was doing yesterday. I was working, I guess.
Chuck E. Cheese? Did you wear it there?
Yeah, it was under my Pennywise